Happy Sunday! So, my name is Dominique, and this is Homesteading for Three if you are new. And you'll have to excuse my hair. It is hair wash day tomorrow. But we did some grocery shopping today, so I'm going to show you what I got. So we went to Aldi, we went to Costco, and then we also went to Menards and got some seed starting stuff that I needed before we do our seed starting, which is something we will also be doing later today. So I'll show you what I got at Aldi first. So just some random things that we needed, some more cereal. Shredded wheat is my daughter's favorite cereal. My husband also picked out Honey Grams. And then we found this one, which was on clearance for Valentine's Day. It's like Fruit Loops, but it's Sweethearts. And then we got some fruit snacks. We also got some granola bars. I wanted to try this new face cream. It's one that I usually get the day cream and the night cream from Aldi, and they're really cheap. They're like $3.99 each, and they work pretty good. So I'm gonna try this one, the H2O Advanced Aqua Gel, and it's for like moisturizing and everything. So I'm gonna try that. At Aldi, we also got a pineapple because my daughter loves pineapple, and then my husband got this whey protein powder. We haven't tried that brand yet, so we'll see how he likes it. Then at Costco, I got a big box of mixed little chips because these are really nice for snacks or for my daughter's lunches. I also got her a new cute little like dress, like an Easter dress at Costco. I thought that was really cute. And then I also got some more of this Dawn Power Wash. I love this stuff, and the Costco one comes with the spray bottle, which has solution in it, and then 2 refills as well. And it was only like $10, so that's pretty nice. I also really like the shampoo and conditioner that I get at Costco. If you've never tried these before, they're really good. They're only $10 each, and it's a big bottle. It's a 33.8 ounce bottle. And then I got these pickles you can get at Costco. They are, I think they say like world's best pickle on the sign at the store. But they're really, really good. They're like super vinegary tasting, so if you really like that vinegar flavor, you'll probably like them. We also got more paper plates. This is just kind of a convenience item. I don't like using them all the time, but sometimes it has to be done if I don't have it in me to do dishes. And then I got this variety pack of individual nuts. These will be good for my daughter's lunch or my husband's lunch when he goes to work. I also got slices of cheese at Costco and English muffins because we're actually going to be making some breakfast sandwiches, and we're doing some breakfast prep, so we can make a bunch of breakfast sandwiches with egg and bacon and cheese, and then freeze them so we have easy quick breakfast, which is going to be really nice. This was also from Aldi, but I got in the wrong box. But this is also some cheese sticks for lunches and snacks. And then I also got some things from Menards, which is for seed starting. So I have grow lights that I bought, but they didn't come with like chains to hang them, and I wanted to be able to adjust the height of the grow lights so that when the seeds are, really short, or the plants are really short, I can be down, and then I can kind of raise them up as they get bigger. So I got these little chains at Menards. I also got a bolt cutter thing so we can cut the chains to the height that we want them to be, or the longest length, and then we can shorten it up because we also have these S hooks to go with it. So whenever I want to shorten it, I can shorten it, which you'll see when we do that. I also got some more wide mouth and regular mouth canning lids because I was running low on those. I got a scrub brush just for cleaning. I needed a new one. And then I got a couple of seeds. So I already ordered my seeds online, which we'll be going over later as well. But I had saved seeds from a bell pepper and a jalapeno myself, and I was kind of like hesitant on if I wanted to just rely on the seeds that I saved or if I wanted to get some as well. So I decided to get a bell pepper and jalapeno seeds. So I think I'm gonna seed start some of the jalapenos and bell peppers that I saved, and then some of these, so that I'm not just relying on that. And we'll see if they end up doing just as well as each other or if one does better than the other. So it'll be kind of an experiment. I also got tomatillos. I've actually never had a tomatillo before, but I've always wanted to try them, and it seems like something that I would like. So I don't know if it'll actually do anything, but I thought it'd be fun to just try. So I got that, and that was actually, oh, no, it was not it. I also got some seed starting mix. Just one bag of seed starting mix, just for the seeds that I'm going to be starting shortly. So I'm going to use that. We do have a place a couple hours away from us that actually sells manure for really cheap. And that's what we're probably going to do, because we are going to be building 3 16x4 raised beds in our yard. So we're vastly expanding our garden this year, and we're going to fill it with manure because that tends to work really well. So I'm excited about that. But I'm going to put all these groceries away. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm probably going to take a nap, and then we'll be back and we will start putting in our grow lights, kind of installing the grow lights and getting everything set, as well as organizing our seeds in the little photo organizers that I bought, which I will show you shortly. So see you in a little bit. So I started with my setting up of my grow lights by cutting the chains to the length that I needed. So I kind of figured out how long they needed to be at their longest point for when the plants are really small. And then I used my bolt cutters to cut them to the right length. And then I'll be able to use the S-hooks to adjust it and move them a little higher as the plants get smaller or larger. I am not redoing that voiceover. Okay, so I have the first one hung, and the way I did it is I wrapped the chain around where it's connected here, so that when I need to pull it up higher, I can do that. And I can have it hang from higher once the plants get taller. So I think that will work pretty well. And these things are super bright. I'll show you. They're very bright. So this will hang on one side of where my seeds will be, and then I'll have another one right here. So each shelf is gonna have 2. Okay, so I thought I was recording while I did that second set, but I was not, but I'll show you what I did. So basically same thing here. So I have the ability of tightening up these chains to give more space between the tray and the light as the plants start to grow. So I have 4 lights hung here total. Because I'm just gonna have 2 shelves. I do have 4 other grow lights, but with the amount of space we're gonna have for our garden this year, I'm not gonna need more than these 2 trays. So I almost dropped you. I'm sorry. So now that I have that done, there's only one of these that's plugged in. So they give you these connector cords that you can actually use to connect these lights to each other, so that I will only have to have one plugged in on each shelf, and then they'll be connected to each other. So I'm going to connect these together, I think over on this side, and then I can use zip ties to somehow hide the cords. I might enlist the help of my husband to see how he thinks it would be the best way to hide them so it looks a little less bulky. He's a little better with that stuff than me. So get that done, and then we'll really be all set for seed starting in about a week. All right, moment of truth. Wow. These are
need to be
crooked.
raised up too.
Why?
This whole row is not getting any.
Yeah, they're crooked anyway.
But these ones are to the right height on top, but these ones need to be raised.
Like that?
Yeah, the left one more.
This one? Oh, this one?
My one.
Ah. Yes, that wasn't even hooked. Like that?
Yeah. You could even take these reflectors in the middle out.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't really need to be in the middle here.
You don't need to stop it from going to the other ones. Yep. Stuck on a chain or something.
Yeah. How's that?
That looks good.
Okay. Yay! My little seed babies will be all lit up. All right. Those are crooked, but it's fine. Yeah, you see how they're lower over here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so meticulous. I probably would have counted the links.
I did. I made them
really?
all the same length, and that's why I don't understand why they're crooked. Because I made them the exact same length.
Hmm.
Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so we have the grow lights all ready, which is really exciting. It's also exciting that I have 4 more grow lights and extra chains and S-hooks and extra trays. So in the next few years, when we do move out of this house, because this is not our forever house, I would say within 4 years, we'll probably be moving out into our forever home, hopefully. But when we do that, because at that point we will want a bigger garden. I'll already have the extra grow lights and stuff to be able to do a little bit bigger operation than I'm doing right now. So I did order my seeds and they came in, and I'm gonna go through kind of what seeds I got and how I'm gonna organize them in this little case here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I have left over from last year and then what I bought this year. So what I had left over from last year is this yellow onion, some peas, some butter crunch lettuce, some green beans, and some yellow beans. Then I have actually seed saved my own butternut squash seeds, as well as green pepper seeds and jalapeno seeds. Then, as that's what I had left over from last year. As far as flowers go, I didn't really do any flowers last year, but I want to do that this year. I have zinnias, cosmos, nasturtium, and marigolds, which, fun fact, is my birthday flower because I was born in October. So, flowers. Now, what I ordered this year for vegetables, these ones I bought just in the store. Like, some of them I got at Walmart, some of them I got at Menards today. These tomatoes are Roma tomatoes. I picked them up just because the only tomatoes I ordered from the company that I ordered from online are like a different kind, and I was like, you know what, I really like Roma tomatoes too, so I picked those up. I also have tomatillos, like I showed, earlier today in the Menards haul, and then the bell peppers and the jalapenos. Now for the ones that I ordered online. So I ordered these ones from Harris Seeds is the company, and I can put their website in the description box. This is my first time ever actually ordering a seed catalog and ordering seeds online. I typically previous years had only bought seeds from just like a random store I went to. I would just pick up seeds, but I did it this way this time, which was pretty nice because you got to look through a lot more selection. And these are, I believe they're all organic. So a couple things that I got. So first of all, this is sweet corn. So I'm gonna try for sweet corn this year. Celery. There's no pictures, but celery. We have dill. I'm gonna be doing dill just in a pot. Onions. Cucumbers. These are a pickling variety of cucumbers, I believe, because I want to make a ton of pickles this year, so I'm hoping I get a lot of them. Onions. Again, one of these is green onions and one of these is white onions, and I can't remember which one is which right now. This is the tomato that I got. It's the Husky Red tomato. Also cilantro, which is another one that I'm going to be doing in a pot. And then peas. I did, for peas, I got bush peas this time. Last year I got pulled peas and I didn't love that because you have to trellis them somehow, and I did not do that very well last year. And then also carrots. So those are the vegetables that I'm going to be growing this year. I did also have like zucchini and other squashes and cantaloupe on my list of ones that I wanted to do, but ultimately I'm not going to have enough room for that with what the amounts that I want of all this. But good news is my parents live on many acres and they have a really good sized garden, so they're actually growing extra of a lot of the stuff so that they can share with us too. So that's actually really nice. So that's a huge blessing. And the way that I think I'm going to organize this, so this case is actually for organizing photos. I got this idea from Becky at Acre Homestead, but I've seen a lot of people do it now. It protects them really well. Like this size is like the perfect size to fit a seed packet in. It's like a little bigger, but it fits really well. And then it protects it from getting wet or anything. So I think that is just a fabulous idea. This isn't the exact same one that Becky has because I didn't need quite as big of a case as that. And I kind of liked that this one is like a cardboard type of outside. So I was like, oh, you could decorate it or something. I don't know if I'll actually end up doing it. Maybe my daughter will help me decorate it sometime. But I think the way that I am going to organize these, which is going to make the most sense for me, I think everybody's different. For me, I think I'm going to do flowers separately, and then the rest are going to be divided by like the month or the date range that they need to be seed started at. That way, like when the end of February, beginning of March comes around and I need to seed start celery, bell peppers, and jalapenos, I'll have all of those together so that I can just grab the ones that I need, and I know that those are the ones that I need to seed start. So I am going to grab those three, which are the ones that at the earliest day I can start seed starting them is February 28th, which is next week. So I'm going to put celery, bell peppers, and jalapenos in here. So my bell peppers and my jalapenos. And then what I think I'm going to do is actually make a label for this, and I'm just going to put the date that I can start. Let me grab my label maker. I'm going to put the date that I can start seed starting at, like the first day, because, you know, they always give you a range for your particular area. It'll say like February 28th to March 10th or whatever it is. So I'm going to write February 28th and print it out with my little label maker here. Oh no! Nothing printed, and it's saying low battery, so I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm just gonna keep them in order so that when I have a working label maker, I can actually go in and label them. But the first one will be those 3. Then the next ones that I will need to seed start in March are going to be broccoli, cauliflower, which I actually decided not to do because they take up a lot of room. You need to give them a lot of space. So that's one that I will be growing at my parents' house. But tomatoes are also done on that day. So I'm going to put the couple of different kinds of tomatoes that I have. And then I have to look up when tomatillos need to be planted. I think it's the same as tomatoes, but I want to be precise with this as much as I can. So I'm going to do a quick Google search and see if tomatillos are also on the same day. See, what would I do without Google? So actually tomatillos are planted or seed started in my zone a little bit earlier, actually around the same time as the jalapenos and bell peppers. So I am going to put those in with those. Now, all that's going to go in the second one is my tomatoes, because that's going to be the second one that I plant, or I seed start, I should say. Now the third one, the next one that will come up on my calendar, and what I did with my calendar here, I'll show you, is on the day that I needed to seed start a certain thing, I just wrote what I needed to seed start on that particular day. Lettuce is actually about a week after the tomatoes, so I guess I'm just going to put the lettuce in with the tomatoes. But that's how I did it, so that I can just look at my calendar every day and see if there's something that needs to be seed started soon or whatever. I don't know exactly what I need to seed start because it's not all the same time. And make sure, if you've never done this before, make sure you look up what zone you're in and you're using the directions for the correct zone, because it's very different based on what zone you live in and how warm it is, you know, all that. I live in Wisconsin. I'm in zone, I think it's 5B. So lettuce is also going to go in here with the tomatoes, and I'm going to close that up. And our next one is going to be carrots, and then the following week is onions. Oh, and actually no, that's carrots and onions. That's putting them in the ground directly, because you don't need to seed start those. But that's the next thing I will be doing. So I'm going to do carrots and onions. Onions. And then cucumbers and peas are the following week. So I'll put those all together as well. Put these under those. Oh, and then I also have some onions and peas from the previous year that I'll throw in there as well. I'll probably end up doing a mix of the ones that I did last year and the ones that I bought for this year. Then our next ones are potatoes, which I don't have yet. I did order sweet potato slips, and those will be coming like a week before I have to actually plant them. So they don't get here yet because they're like alive, and I can't just store them like long term like you can with seeds. Sorry, my daughter was being loud. Okay, so then the next thing will be beans. I'm gonna put the 2 beans from last year, and then corn as well. This is like gonna barely fit because that was a really big packet for the corn for some reason. And then the cilantro and dill. And the next one is gonna be the flowers. And then that's pretty much it. And actually I didn't look at the flowers of when I'm supposed to start planting these. I hate how not specific seed packets are. It just says May to June is when you're supposed to start planting. That's super vague. It says after all danger of frost, sow in the ground. This one I can actually start indoor, Cosmos. All of these I start in the ground. Okay. Well, I can seed start some Cosmos. And I'm supposed to do that. Doesn't even say. I'm just gonna have to do more research on that one. I think for now I'm just gonna put them in with the rest of the flowers, and then when it gets a little closer I can be a little more specific on that. But I only used up half of my little container here. I filled 5 out of 10. So it's nice that I have room in there still for when I do end up having more in the future. Now these green peppers and jalapenos and butternut squash, I think I'm going to put in a sandwich bag so that I can actually put them in a container in here too, because this is gonna take up more room than it needs to. So I'm gonna go grab that. All right, got some sandwich bags and a marker so I can label them. So these are my green pepper seeds. Funny story about when I collected the jalapeno seeds. If you follow me on TikTok, you may have seen this video that I made. But I collected the jalapeno seeds with no gloves on or anything, which was really dumb. And then at one point I was like touching the outside of my nose, like just itching it or whatever. And the outside of my nose started burning. And I was like dying. Like it hurt so bad. So I ended up having to, like, the only thing that would make it feel better is milk, because milk calms the capsaicin that's in spicy things apparently. So I had to get like a cup of milk and like start to drink it, but like just so that I could like submerge my nose in the milk. It was the most ridiculous thing ever. And it burned for like an hour. So I learned my lesson. Last time I worked with jalapenos, I wore 2 sets of gloves because I was like, nope, not messing around. But if it ends up giving us more jalapenos, I guess it'll be worth it. So we got our bell peppers in here. Got a lot of them. I mean, there's a ton of seeds that was from 1 bell pepper. So it'd be cool if that worked, because that saves money not having to collect your own seeds. I think bell peppers were in the first one. Yes. So I'm gonna put those in these containers. Let's put the jalapenos in there as well. Be careful not to touch those. Jalapenos. Jalapenos. Okay. Put those in this container. And then the only other one I have is butternut squash seeds, which I don't even think I'm gonna end up using. If I do, it'll just be if I have extra space somewhere. So I think I'm just gonna put these in the bag and then put it in its own container, because I may not end up using them this year, but at least I'll have them. Now, in case you are not familiar with my channel, I would consider to be a pretty beginner gardener. I am not a pro at this at all. Last year was my first like garden. The year before that, I did have like a container garden on my balcony in our apartment. But then this last summer was the first summer that we had our house. So, and it didn't do well. I didn't use grow lights for my seed starting. I didn't do a lot of things right. So I learned a lot after that first year. I really hope my garden does better this year, and we are making it a lot bigger, so that is a plus. So just so you know, I am a beginner at this. So if you are watching this and you are a more experienced gardener, you have any tips, anything that you see that I could be doing better or differently, I am totally open to that. So definitely leave a comment down below, and I appreciate the help. And hopefully we'll have a little more success this year. But I have been canning since last summer. So I've gotten pretty, in a pretty good routine with that. I don't think I'm an expert or anything, but I think I tend to catch on to things pretty quickly. So that's been a lot of fun for me. So we will be doing a lot of canning projects as well coming up here in the next several months. So awesome. So I'm gonna just close these up and keep these. I don't have to seed start any of these for about a little over a week. But I have my whole setup already pretty much, and I have my bag of soil for when I do need to seed start my first set of seeds. And it's really exciting. So if you want to see the rest of the journey, definitely encourage you to subscribe. And I really appreciate you watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.